the first major title and bit of silverware available for teams in the Barclays Premier League and indeed for all of English football was up for grabs. I'm talking about the Capital One Cup. That's right. It was the final hosted between Manchester City and Sunderland. The final score was, in fact, yes, Manchester City 3, Sunderland 1. However, the game probably didn't go as you guys may have panned out, whether or not you watched it or not. I don't know. I watched it. It was an enthralling fixture. So let's get into the nitty-gritty and the review of the game here. So it took Manchester City 3 second half goals to overcome Sunderland. First of all, it was an absolute stunning 30-yard effort for Yaya Toure, who equalised, and moments later Sami Nasri scored and put Manchester City ahead with a low driving bullet. And it turned the game on its head really after Barini opened the scoring for Sunderland. It's City's first silverware for 2014, and it's the first trophy in English football for Manchester City's manager Manuel Pellegrini. To be honest, City started off the brighter side and really moved the ball well in this game. Pellegrini obviously wanted his team to play not only attractive football, but very efficient, fast-moving, and entertaining football, not only for the fans, but to ensure that they win this game. However, contrary to all that, Sunderland took the lead. And however, City remained patient. They bided their time, still played the ball around, knowing that if they were patient enough, chances would come. However, you could see the frustration did start to creep into their game just a little bit, as Sunderland were very solid and resolute in defence. And Gus Poyet must be proud of his the effort that his men put up. However, in the second half, Manchester City came out more of the determined side. And after those two quick-fire goals from Toure and Nasri that I just mentioned off, City were in control. And after that, once Manchester City took the win, there was no way that you could see Sunderland coming back into this game. And to make the scoreline a little bit more emphatic, Jesus Navas added a third with late on in stoppage time, it must be said. And that put the score beyond all reasonable doubt, and ensure that Manchester City were once again Capital One Cup winners. So congratulations to Manchester City first off. Commiserations to Sunderland. I thought that they put up a fantastic performance, and if they can continue their kind of cup run that they had, defeating teams like Chelsea and Manchester United to get to the final, if they can kind of replicate that in the Premier League, I don't see why they won't be able to stay up. I believe they do have the qualities and indeed the manager to be able to stay another season in the Premier League. For Manchester City, they're 2 games behind everyone else in the Premier League, which is okay. If they win the 2 games that they have to catch up, they gain an extra 6 points. So again, they'll be basically right on the tails, if not even par with Chelsea. So they're always going to be in the Premier League race. For them, the Champions League is kind of over. Barcelona have gotten 2 away goals, and I don't see City going to the Camp Nou to be able to get a positive result, and indeed 2 away goals there. So I think that kind of campaign's over. And then again, they've got the FA Cup, which they're still in. So it's quite possible at the end of the season, Manchester City could pick up 3 trophies. I don't think that'll happen. I think that this will be their only trophy that they do pick up. However, they're in the race for all 3 of them, and when you're in the race, anything can happen. And stranger things have happened in the Barclays Premier League and indeed the FA Cup. So I wouldn't put anything past this quality Manchester City outfit. So that's my review for the Capital One Cup. It's a very short, very concise. It's what you guys want. So I'll see you for the upcoming week in the Premier League. Again, some fixtures won't be played due to teams having commitments in the FA Cup and what have you not. So it won't be a full round in the Premier League, and some teams will have to have scheduled matches to be made up. So whatever competition your team plays in, whether it be the Premier League or the FA Cup, good luck. Hope they get a result, and if you're in the FA Cup, hopefully you progress on to the next round. I'll see you guys at the end of the week to review the Premier League, and stay safe and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.